And good morning everyone, Gvids here. We are back at Port Stanley. Today I had a lot of fun last time. I didn't get here as early as I did last time, so this time we're here about 4:30 a.m. It is still actually dark out, but this LED light above me is projecting a great light for me. I could actually come here in the dead of night and record pretty good video, so I am gonna try that out within the next couple of weeks, but for now we are here about 4:30. This is the rig I'm using. Nothing fancy dancy, just the old sinker weight, 12 pound monofilament leader with a little bit of a slider float there. I am missing a few pieces to that. I need a few stoppers and some extra beads, but I don't have those in yet. They're being shipped to me as we speak, but for now I'm just going to play around with what we got. Catfish are really not too picky of a fish. I do find obviously the nighttime you can smash them out a lot better than within the day. Obviously it's a little bit tougher to get out depending on your schedules. But anyways, this is a goop we're going to be using here, guys. Is this chicken liver mixed with some cherry Kool-Aid, and then I have a mackerel from the grocery store in there. I'm going to throw on rod 2, and yeah, let's get these things out there and see what we can get. And oh man, we got a fish on. It's about 6 o'clock a.m. now, so we did wait a little bit before we got a fish, but that's okay. Maybe it's, I don't know, actually know the time. I'm completely guessing, but the sun is obviously up now. So I would say it's probably around 5:36 a.m. And we have a really nice fighter on. Alright. This is what we're here for, guys. A beautiful catfish, I'm pretty sure. There are some freshwater drum in the water as well. And they have been picking up my chicken liver, which I honestly haven't caught anything but catfish on chicken liver. So it is kind of cool to catch something else. The drums, yeah, they aren't that great of a fighter compared to the catfish here. Catfish, I absolutely love the fight they produce for us. Just dragging that reel out. And I have a pretty strong drag set. I'm also using a 9.6 foot rod. So this fish has a lot to fight against. I don't really rush my stuff. Let's just tucker this baby out and see if we can get a safe net on her, bring her up in the shore, get a quick scale, a little view, and then we'll get her back in the water so she can keep growing stronger and stronger. Oh man, I absolutely love catfish fishing. One of my favorite types of fish to catch. I think pike is probably the second favorite. I love pike fishing as well. I will be getting my boat out. I do actually want to bring my boat here and just venture this river here. I don't know what other types of fish are in here, but I would assume anything from the Great Lakes would be in this river, since this does connect to the Great Lake, which is just a short travel to the right of me there. And this fish is just don't want to come in yet. I like to get them real tuckered, because usually when they see that net, if they got some juice left, they will give you a good old spursh away. So I like to get them tuckered out so I can pretty much just scoop them up. I'm always by myself, so one-handed netting is kind of tricky. I'm not gonna lie, this edge does actually work to my benefit because I can use it as leverage. There we go, beautiful fish. All right, absolutely amazing. Let's get this thing unhooked. Now I did try to cut off my coat. It was kind of chilly out, so I had my jacket on and it kept covering up the camera there, so I try to cut as much of that out as I can for you. Oh man, this hook is in there good, but that's the way we like it. There we go. Oh, get out of you, hook. There we go. No. There we go. Get that baby out. Let's get this quick scale here. Hopefully it works for me. We all know watching my videos that my scale always gives me troubles at the best times. I've been trying to turn it on, and I've noticed if I'm gentle with it and I don't toss it down to the ground as I'm coming up to the fish, it does actually work for me. And we're just under 6 pounds with this girl. All right. Now, one thing I have noticed, that the golden colored catfish don't fight as hard as the darker ones, like the grayish bluish ones. I don't know if one's a male or female, or if they just, once they get a certain size, they start to darken up. But those darker ones definitely have a bigger fight than those girls. And we got another fish on. I'm trying to make, we got a lot of fish today, guys, so we're just bringing them all in here. And my coat covered up my release on that fish anyways, that's why it was all cut out. But this is a Daiwa Legalis reel here we're using. It's a 4,000 in size, and it's an absolutely lovely reel. It's got a very smooth drag set, and I'm really enjoying it so far. The rod I'm using is a HMX Fenwick, and it's actually more of a salmon rod, but I've been using it to catch these catfish, and they've been handling quite well. I do like the length of it, as you can really launch across the river nice and easily. And this is just a little guy. No, this is a freshwater drum. Alright, let's get this thing in here. These fish here are very sensitive, I've noticed. They do have a lucky bone, so they say, inside their skull, which I do actually have one. A friend of mine and me did rip one open and get that lucky stone out, so we both have a piece of that. This is a lovely fish, very shiny in color. Another names for these are a sheep's head or freshwater drum, and there is actually quite a lot of them here. Every time I do come to this part of the lake or river here, I always do seem to grab one. I don't know too much about them. They're not a protected fish or like a fish on our species list when you're looking up like limits and stuff like that for our zone. They're not actually posted for anything, so you can catch an unlimited amount of them. For the food wise, I'm not actually sure if they're good eating. A friend of mine has ate one before, but I don't know his verdict on it. But you know what? Fish is pretty much fish out there, and if you're in a survival situation, I really don't think it should matter. But these fish are definitely a different style. They have a weird like inside thing, and I don't even know if those are parasites inside of his gills there. But that is not looking too healthy of a fish in that thing. I'm not gonna lie. Usually if I see growth within their gills, that's a bad sign. But let's just get this girl back in the water. Like I said, they're very sensitive, and this guy did swallow it a bit, so I'm going to give him a nice slow revive within the net here. But yeah, this is Port Stanley, guys. It's a great place to fish, super easy, accessible. I don't see other many fishermen here, which is, for me, I personally enjoy. I don't like when I'm set up to fish, and then some other guy comes up and sets up pretty much right beside me. As you see here, guy, he is very slowly reviving, but he does kick off there just in a moment. Off he goes there very slowly, but he is off and safe. There we go. Holy shit, we got another fish on, man. Oh, man. Almost lost my rod. Get this thing in here swimming right to me. Oh, there we go. All right, this one's big. Oh, shit. Oh yeah, this is a big beefy rod I got. This is a ugly stick big water, an absolute beef of a rod, and it's just a crappy tire or Canadian tire combo. But man, is this fish fighting. Wow, what a great fish. Oh no! No! Wow. You know what, that don't happen very often to me, man. That is an absolute piss off. Alright, we got to regain ourselves. Let's set that thing back up, and oh, we got a fish back on. We set that thing back up, and not even 20 minutes later, we got that fish. I don't know if it's the same fish, but he is fighting me. Oh, big old log right in front. We got to get on the other side of that. Good thing there's a boat launch just to the right of me there. We're going to go and bring this fish over in there and land it there. Holy shit. What a redemption. I can only, if he's got a circle hook stuck in his mouth, that's the fish that we just caught. Or we just lost, I mean, but chances are when a fish gets hooked in their mouth, they tend to run pretty far away. This guy was trying to run back to the lake. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, this girl's a big fish. At least it's feeling like it. This is a big, beefy rod. And if it's pulling a line like this off, this is a strong drag set. I got 35-pound test. We're using straight braid right now. I took away that leader. Once I lose a fish off a weak point from a lead, you know what? Catfish aren't picky, man. We're not catching salmon over here. They can see line and don't care. As long as there's a big old piece of meat at the end of it, they're gonna go for it. So we're gonna get rid of those leets and just go straight braid and get this girl in here. No more snapping lines or hooks or whatever. Oh man, does that ever piss me off, losing fish. But this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the size of this girl. Oh man, I don't have any tools over here, baby. We're gonna have to get, I know, we're gonna have to get you back over to my bag there with my rod and fish. How are we gonna get this thing here? Let's see here. Last time I shoved my my hand in his mouth, he ripped my thumb all up to shit. So we're gonna do a different way. Just grab him by the gill, not the gill, the plate there, gill plate. Just underneath of his gills, if I can get my finger underneath there without stabbing myself with my own hook. Oh man, this is a nice fish. Nice fish. We're gonna have to bring it back over here. Give her a slow revive after me dinking around like this. There we go. Oh, come on, girl, be good. Alright, let's get her over to my stuff. Quick. So get this hook out, give it a quick scale up. Hopefully my scale works. Alright, beautiful fish. Like I was saying, those darker ones, they put off a hell of a nice fight. Because by the size of it, it's not too much bigger than that golden one we just caught earlier. Holy. Oh, come on, stuff. Where is everything? Every time I'm trying to get things going, I got music playing in there. I don't want no copyrights. I'm going to have to mute some of that, probably. Son of a gun. Alright. Oh, get this hook out. I'm out of breath here. Woo-wee! This is a nice fish, man. Absolutely gorgeous catfish. Look, a nice big fat belly on her. Yeah, I know, girl. You're going to try to find the water. They got a really good sense of where the water is. They'll start squirming their way to it. That's why these fish are one of the most hardiest fish out there. They can literally dry up to like a crisp and still live. I've had them in an aquarium before and they've gotten out. It was bone dry to my floor. I unstuck him. I saw his gill move, threw him back in the water, and what do you know? He was still alive, swimming around the next day. Alright, this scale is a piece of junk. It's my fault though. Every time I put it down a little bit rough, the battery comes out. I know, fishy, you're just gonna have to squirm there for a second. You see me moving quickly. I have a thing. I need to weigh my fish. I love knowing the weights. Obviously, once you weigh them enough, you will get a generalization of that fish's size and weight. But you need to catch a bunch of them so you can get that generalization. And out of my scale, I'm going to assume this guy's going to be around the 6 to 7 pound mark. I think. That's what my estimation's going to be. Come on, his lip. He's got like a lower lip going on there. That blood's not from his gills, don't worry. He is a healthy boy still. I cannot see that, but I think it was just around the 7 mark. 7 to 8, a little under 7. Absolutely gorgeous fish. Let's get her back on over to that launch there so we can give her a nice, slow, safe revive. Come on, fishy, we're going for a run. Oh, you're such a gorgeous fish. Look at you. Just don't jump out of my hands, please. Alright, look at you. Got a perfect little launch for you to get going. Oh, as long as I don't slip into it myself. Try to get the camera so you guys can see. I know it's on a chest mount, guys, so it's real difficult. Look at this absolutely stunning fish. This is a channel catfish, guys. For those who don't know, and off she goes to a healthy life. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and you find it somewhat entertaining. If you guys did, make sure you do. Share, like, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.